So I keep a document on my phone with a bunch of random video ideas, and this braces video has actually been in there for a few years now, but it just never seemed like the right time for whatever reason. But I've wanted to make this video for a long time. So today, guys, let's take a trip back in time to about 6 years ago when I got braces at 45 years old. That's right, you're about to see some old footage of me in braces, so stick around because today we're talking about adult braces and I'll share my story. Okay, welcome to my channel, and as always, I'm glad that you're here. So if you are new here, once again, welcome. I'm John, and I'm the founder of 40overfashion.com, and I've been creating content that's been helping men look better, feel better, and have more confidence since 2014. So if you would like to see more videos that surround men's lifestyle topics for grown-ups, please consider subscribing because I'm here twice a week, and the entire reason this channel exists is to prove that it's never too late and you're never too old to make a change in your life or start something new. Now, having just said all of that, you're never too old and it's never too late to make a change, I've been trying to live by that mentality for about the last 7 or 8 years or so. Now, sometimes it hasn't quite worked out, but other times it's led me to have some amazing experiences that I otherwise wouldn't have had. Making changes in your life, if you want to make changes, is serious. And as the idea implies, it can absolutely change your life. Some changes you can make you've probably been thinking about for a long time, right? You know what they are. We all have something we'd like to change about ourselves or about our life, right? Like maybe it's losing weight and being more healthy so you can live a longer life, or maybe quitting smoking or getting out of that toxic relationship, or finally starting that side business that you've been thinking about forever. These are all major changes that can have major impacts. And guys, most of the time, the only thing that's holding you back from making changes or starting something new is yourself. For me, about 8 years ago, at about 42 or 43, I didn't know who I was anymore. I'd been racing cars competitively for about 9 years and even won a championship in 2006. But I got burned out and I eventually sold the race car and everything else that went along with it. And actually the car sold pretty quickly to a guy in Canada because after all, I built one hell of a championship winning race car. A few years after that, I gained some extra weight and I just wasn't happy with myself. I knew that I wanted to better myself, but I didn't know how. So I started right there with my most nagging pain point at the time, my weight. So we got a treadmill and I started doing fasted cardio every single morning and I saw results. Then I got a trainer and started hitting the gym. So once all the weight started to come off, I started feeling better about myself. And then I started looking for something else that I could improve about myself, right? Because it's a snowball effect. Once you make one positive change, you can't wait to make another one. And for me, next in line was my teeth. I never had braces as a kid and I still have all my wisdom teeth. They came in just fine. But I think that caused some extra crowding. So over time, my teeth got pretty jacked up. But on top of that, I had a bike accident when I was younger and I had to get a root canal on one of my front teeth. So that tooth was dead and it started to discolor. I was the classic case of the guy who never wanted to smile. I ended up meeting an orthodontist socially by chance, and we started talking about some of my options. So one option for me was the plastic trays like Invisalign. And I know there's some other similar brands, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, right? Those are the small plastic trays that you wear that will straighten your teeth over time. The over time part was the problem for me because with the amount of correction that I needed, I'd be in those things for like a year and a half or more. So the next option was braces, but not traditional metal train tracks, right? He told me about a braces brand called 6 Month Smiles. So this was a brand that made clear brackets and wires that would straighten most teeth in about 6 months. So since I was about 45 at the time, I didn't really need or want full-on bite correction. I just wanted the front of my mouth to look better, so that's what I did. Now, please keep in mind, this is not a partnership or a sponsored video at all. I'm just here telling you what I did. Now, since I didn't need full bite correction, the braces only go like halfway back. So they're pretty much only focusing on the front of your mouth, which is what people see when you talk and smile. Going through that whole 6-month process was pretty interesting. Now, truth be told, I made like 18 videos during the 6 months that I had those braces, and those were the very first videos that I posted on this YouTube channel. So they're all gone now, but if you were curious, That's how this channel was initially born. I wanted to document that journey and share it with other people. I wanted to let people know that it's okay to get braces as an adult. And look, guys, if there's something that you want to change about yourself, change it. Like I said earlier, the only person standing in your way is you. Now, I should have gone another month or so, but I was moving at the time, so I had to make the decision to take them off after like 5.5 months. Another month, I'm sure, would have been amazing and probably would have helped fix the funny lisp that I have, but that's all hindsight. After the braces came off, though, I still had those discolored front teeth from that bike accident, and the only way to get the color to match all the way around was to go with veneers. So that's what I did. My 4 upper incisors are veneers, and I also have a permanent wire that's attached to the inside bottom row of my teeth to help reduce any movement, and it does make flossing a little more difficult down there. Hey gentlemen, I do apologize for this little quick interruption, but this video is already done and edited. But I did want to put this in here because I've been inspired lately. This video that you're watching, the interview that I did with Andrew Farabee, the interview that I did with Marnie from Wing Girl Method, the interview that I just did the other day with Mike Macapinlack. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I want to do more to help some of you guys on a one-on-one basis. I don't know what that looks like yet. I'm not taking this lightly, but I want to gather some information to allow me to be able to help some of you guys individually. So there is a very short, tiny little survey. I'm going to link to it down in the description. If you wouldn't mind just taking a second to fill that out, that would help me to help some of you guys a little bit better than I am right now. Thank you so much. Back to the video. So would I do it again or recommend it? Absolutely, 100% without question. So eating food is a little weird at first when you first get your braces, but once you figure out what works, it's really no big deal. You just can't really tear into anything like you might be used to when you have braces, and you gotta cut your food up just a little bit smaller. And guys, if you haven't figured it out by now, especially if you've been a subscriber for a while, all I want is the best for you. I want you to live the best life you possibly can. I'm just here to help show that it's not too late and you're not too old to change something if you want it changed. Now, I realize we all aren't made of money, but if you want your teeth fixed and you can scrape it together, do it. Make an appointment for a consultation with the dentist and go talk about it. The cool thing is, 6-month smile braces really don't take any effort to have a better smile. It's just a little time and a little temporary discomfort, but it's over before you know it. Well, that's where I'm going to leave it for today, gentlemen, but please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I'll see you in a few days for a brand new video. But until then, live well, stay healthy, and I do hope to see you soon.